No, thank you.
The story is told. The Rebbe mentioned a story who heard it from the previous Rebbe, and the previous Rebbe asked that this story to be shared for the world to know. And that is when the previous Rebbe's father was a young child, of course known as the Rebbe Rashav, when he was a young child, and the Rebbe said he was either 4 or 5, because when he was already 6, his grandfather, who the story is with, his grandfather Tzemach Tzedek had passed away already. So it's either 4 or 5. So he used to have a custom that at his birthday, he would go into a Zayda, the Tzemach Tzedek, and ask for a blessing. And this week is his Yom Holedis. The Monday, known as Chaf Cheshvan, the 20th day of Cheshvan, is the Yom Holedis of the Rebbe Rashav. And it was Parshas Vayera. This week today was Parshas Vayera, but it's 2 days later, but it was Parshas Vayera. So he comes in to his grandfather Tzemach Tzedek to ask for a bracha as usual, and he began to cry. And the Zaydi, his grandfather, asked him why is he crying, and he said because he just learned in the Cheder with his Rebbe the Parsha of Vayera. And the Parsha of Vayera talks about it, opens up how Hashem appeared himself to Avraham Avinu. So he's crying why Hashem doesn't appear himself to me, just like he did to Avraham Avinu. So his grandfather didn't dismiss the question. He took it serious. He thought for a moment and he answered him. In these words first in Yiddish, he says that when I yid at tzaddik, when I yid a righteous person, prepares himself to go through Bris Milah, listen to Hashem's request, he is worth that Hashem should reveal himself. And the previous Rebbe, his son, of course, wanted that this story, even though it happened when he was a little child, that everybody should know this story because obviously it means to us too. That is, the lesson is that each one of us, if we decide to do something that Hashem wants it, we are worth it, just like Avraham Avinu, Hashem should appear himself. A good